I had hundreds of cassette tapes, like this, that I needed to convert. And I've come to the end of my project, so I thought it's a good thing to just record how I did it, in case it's going to be helpful to someone else. So, as you can see, I've over the end of my over the edge of my table, I've been throwing these completed cassettes down. Some of them fallen to the ground, and they've collected uh, in this container here. Okay, so let me show you how I went about this. The device I used was this thing. It doesn't have a brand name. It just says Super USB Cassette Capture. So there are a number of these available, and you can just pick up one of those. So how you do it is you first you can pull this thing down and it opens. You can put a cassette inside. So I'll use this cassette, and when I put it in, I put it in with the tape on this side, on the right. Usually it says A over here, so that's side 1, with all the tape on this side rather than on that side. So I've just been consistent with that, and then so I'll remove whatever is here, and I'm going to put this. It's a USB connection. I put that in here. So once it's connected, this device has power now. I rewind. There's a rewind button. I rewind it as much as I need and stop. So it's at the end. Now let me show you what I do on my laptop. So I bring up Audacity. So you need to have Audacity in your machine. So this is what Audacity looks like, and the next step is to go to the menu bar on the top, click Edit, and go down and click Preferences. Can you see clearly what I'm doing? Okay. And I'll click Preferences at the bottom. And then that opens up this dialog box for preferences. And I just go to this first one here, which says Devices on top. And under Playback, I select the speakers USB PNB, that one. So this way I don't hear the noise while it's recording. I can do something else because it's not using my laptop speakers. And under recording, you need to have a microphone. I'll show you what the options are. So you have this sound mapper and then Realtek. So you use the one that says USB in it. So that is this device. And then I'll click OK. And so we are ready. We've got a tape in this all set. And then we've got Audacity set as well. And now we're going to start recording. So I'll click the record button here. So that's the record button. So that started, but this thing isn't playing yet. So I'll go here and I press play. So that's starting to play. And now if you can see, my Audacity is, uh-oh, what's happened? Let me stop it. Something's gone wrong. I'll stop it here, and I'll stop this, and I'll rewind it again. I think I must have maybe touched something on the laptop without realizing, so I've stopped it. So now I'm back. Let's do this again. We'll try it again. So we're going to click the record button. No, let me first delete whatever's here. Control A, and I delete it, and then I will start the recording. Okay, so that's recording now. I'm going to take care not to touch anything on the laptop, and I'm going to press the play button here, and that's playing, and so we are good to go now. So as you can see, it started to convert. After it's done, I'll show you what I do. Okay, so it's been a while, and the cassette is still playing. I have this on a setting. I believe it is it's here that allows for the cassette to play on both sides. So once it comes to the end of the tape, it just changes direction and goes the other way. And again, when it comes to the end of the tape, it changes direction again. So when I come back after a while, and I can see that it's over 2 hours here, then I'm sure that this has, gone recorded, played both sides, maybe once or twice even. And so it's time to stop. So I've actually stopped this again. I've done that again. I've stopped this by mistake. That's okay. I would have liked to show you how I stop it. So what I would normally do is I would stop it here. See, the cursor is at stop, which is why when I touch it's so sensitive, so it's just gotten stopped. So that's what I stop, and then the cassette is still playing, so I can stop that. What happens after this is that I can take off the connection, and then I'm actually putting all of this in a hard drive. That's where I'm saving it, so I make sure that that's connected. You can just save it in your laptop. It's unlikely that you'll have 100 cassettes. Okay, so now we can see that all this is recorded with some empty spaces in the middle. If you have to, what I would do is I might just make this look smaller so I can get a good idea of what the recording. So this is what the recording is like. So it starts recording that side. So looking at it tells me that it started playing that side, and there's a lot of empty space on that side perhaps. Then it's turned, recorded some in the next side and played more, and then back to the same. So what I can do, even looking at this, but you've got to be careful. If you're not sure, you need to go in there and actually listen. So I'll just delete that to make it more easy. I might even delete delete that portion in the middle carefully. So now I have only this much to bother about, and then I can make it bigger so I can see what's in there. So we can, we can delete this bit, whatever that is. Okay, so now at this stage, I really don't know what was in this cassette. Sometimes what I've written in the, in what I've written in the cassette box or on the cassette itself may or may not be what's in it. And to be able to hear this, I will need to go back and change those settings. Remember, we made it silent for my speakers here first. So go to Edit, go to Preferences, and then in Devices for playback, here I will select Speakers, Realtek R Audio, and then OK. So once I do that, then if I place it anywhere and I play, I should be able to hear. So I can hear my daughter as a toddler singing a hymn. And so that's a keeper, isn't it? Okay. So this is it. I hope I haven't missed anything. Anyway, it was good to share this with you guys.